I really believe that it was a marriage made in heaven, and that we used to kid Caitlin on that she was going to get an arranged marriage, and I think it was, but it's spiritually arranged. So I would just like to say, a lot of you will have candles. Some have got more candles than others because we've got more lost people in that table. So I would just like to say that we know they're here. We know they're here in spirit, maybe not in body, but they're definitely here in spirit. So we just want to say, raise the roof, welcome them in. They're our special guests.
Hello everyone, thanks very much. I want to welcome everybody to this. I'm so glad so many turned up. I want to say a big thank you to Jim and Karen and all their family for all their help and input into this marriage. Also, today I was so proud walking Caitlin down that aisle. And she looked so beautiful, brought a tear to my eye. Bob, by tradition, this is the day we welcome you to our family, even though we've known you for years. Bobby, welcome to the family. Of all the qualities you possess, Bob, my favourite is you make Caitlin shine. And talking of shining, from an early age, Caitlin lit up our lives. She used to leave all the lights on all night, every night. Bob, you've taken on a big responsibility, that of another human life. I know you'll be up to the task. Remember that your happiness depends on hers, and likewise. Nothing makes a good wife like a good husband. And I think Caitlin has made a good choice. Bob, here's one tip for now for a blissful future. Remember that a marriage is a union in which one person is always right and the other is you. I found on the weeks leading up to the wedding, you start thinking back to different stages of when your children were growing up. Right from the first minutes when Caitlin was in that crib, born lying in the crib, and then when she started crawling, learning to walk, starting school, and so on, all kinds of memories start coming back. One of my favourites with Caitlin goes like this. When she was about 6 or 7, she used to go to after-school care after school, of course, and I used to pick her up a lot on my way home from work. One day, I goes in to pick her up, and Kate's playing with a few toddlers in the middle of the floor. When I walk over to get Kate, a crowd of these kids all surrounded me, and a number of these kids all staring up at me, and a couple start shouting, "Talk, go on, talk." So I say, "What have you been doing today, painting or what?" And they all went into fits of laughter, shouting, "Aha, Caitlin, your dad talks funny." Caitlin, just smiling at me, shrugs her shoulders and says, "But you do." So he goes out, gets in the car. Back then I used to do a lot of recording, mixtures of different songs for the car. Anyway, we're just about to set off and Caitlin says, "Dad, put the Pie song on." And I said, "What's the Pie song?" And she's going, you know the Pie song, you're always singing it." I couldn't think what she was talking about. And I get home that night and I say to Fiona, "Do you know anything about this Pie song, what Caitlin's going on about?" She says, "No, not really. Is it anything to do with that shite you listen to, Pink Floyd, or anything like that?" She loves Pink Floyd, don't you? Anyway, so I say to her, "So we have to settle for Pink Floyd for now." Anyway, a few days go by, picks Caitlin up from after school care. I'm going down the road, music's on, song comes on. Caitlin shouts, Dad, that's the Pie song, that's the Pie song. I said, well, if you could have seen my face, and I realised what it was she was talking about. Like, a number of years ago in Liverpool, there was a singer by the name of Jerry Marsden, and he stole a song off the Liverpool Cop. He did. He told me he did. Anyway, the song goes like this. When you walk through a storm. That's it, that's enough. So me, in between laughing and crying, I say, Kate, whereabout does he sing about the pies? And she says, I'll show you when it comes on, I'll show you when it comes on. So she's going to accuse me. It goes like this. So Caitlin just said, she goes like that, and it's this bit. Listen closely. Hold your head up high. I got just confused. So that's a song that me and Caitlin have a laugh about all for years and years. And we call it the Pie song. I still do to this day. It's just moments like that that will stay with me forever, forever and ever. They say the father of the bride speech, thanks. They say the father of the bride's speech should finish with some wise words about marriage. So I looked a few up, see. A good marriage requires falling in love many times. Also, always with the same person. 3 words for a successful marriage. You was right. Only married people understand you can be miserable and happy at the same time. I have learned that only 2 things are necessary to keep your wife happy. First, let her think she's getting her own way. Second, let her have it. In every marriage, it pays to be a little deaf. I'm deaf in one ear, by the way. Marriage is like a good wine. It gets better with age. You notice the way they always relate wine to marriage with the age. Anyway, just reminded me there. Last week, Fiona was pouring wine in the kitchen, and I heard her saying, I love you so much. I don't think I could ever live without you. And I thought, wow, is that you talking or the wine? She says to me, that's me talking, and I'm talking to the wine. So, Bobby and Kate, love one another and you will be happy. It's as simple and as difficult as that. So, I'd like to ask everyone to stand up and say a toast to Bobby and Caitlin. May your love be modern enough to survive the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever. Kate and Bobby!
Kate and Bobby! Kate and Bobby, well done, Frank. Well done, Frank.
I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. I'm also going to try and stick to the script. Both will be a challenge. On behalf of my wife and I... Yeah! That sounds well better than in my head. That's amazing, by the way. I would like to thank let me start again there. 1, 2, 3, we're back in the room. Right. I would like to thank each and every single person in this room for coming to our very special day. It means the world to us that you all get to be part of this amazing thing with us all. So thank you very much to each and every one of you. I'm sure you would all agree that the bridal party are looking absolutely brilliant and stunning. Let's thanks to all of them for making this such a great day. I'd like to give a special mention to our flower girls and meant to be ushers, Connor, Frankie, Evie, Billy and Bobby! Let's hear them! Evie, you got got a double mention there. You were actually a part of the bridal party, so that's just because you're my goddaughter, right? I gave you 2 mentions, right? Okay, I just want to say, right, thank you to my best men, all right? They're both sitting waiting because I've been doing this bit of the script and I didn't show any of them this wee bit, right? It's nothing really anything to be buzzing about, right? Need to keep it short and sweet. It's not about me, all right? Okay. You're my first 2 best friends in life. I know you secretly hate me because I'm the favourite and all, but I absolutely love yous, right? Billy, we've always fought through our life and you defo have toughened me up. Never a serious moment until now. I've looked up to you my whole life and you've set a perfect example of why. And honestly, I just really appreciate you so much, mate. And I'm glad to have you because otherwise I would never have won a game of FIFA in my life. So thank you very much for that, mate. Honestly, thank you very much. Michael. I really can't put any words how much you've helped me in my life in the last couple of years. You're a perfect example of somebody who never gives up no matter what's thrown at them. And you're great at giving me the correct advice and always help me find a solution to my problems. I will also never be able to thank you enough for how much you support me and Caitlin separately in our day-to-day life, mate. Thank you very much and I love you, bro. Here we go. Right, okay. I would like to give a special thanks to Fiona and Frank for first, thank you very much for giving birth to Caitlin. That really made me so happy, really. So thank you very much for giving birth to Caitlin, because I'd never have met her if you hadn't. And secondly, Fiona, for accepting me for not being Irish. I really appreciate that. She said about the arranged marriage there, but she did have high hopes for a young Irish man. So my Irish accent, that kind of half-cut it, do you know what I mean? And we're all right. Okay, let's go, boom, bang, boom, back on the track, right, quick. And once again, thank you again to both of you for everything that you do for me and Caitlin. I'll actually forever be in debt to you for that. So once again, thank you very much, and I love yous too very much. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. Mother and father. Here we go, right, Mum and Dad. There isn't enough words for me to describe how much I appreciate and love you. Mum, you're constantly there for me, and I know I can be a bit much sometimes, but you're always there when I'm upset, raging, having a meltdown, or I just need a run home from Mark's house. So, thank you very much. I don't know what I'd do without you, and to me, you're my citizen of the year. Thank you very much. Right, here we go, Pops. Right, Dad, I don't tell you enough how blessed, no sorry, I'm making it up as I go, I'm reading it and I'm making it up as I go. I don't tell you enough how blessed I feel for the upbringing I've had, and that's doing a lot to you. I've learned so much from you about life, myself, and about how to care for other people. You're my role model and I love you. Oh wait a minute, I've made a spell machine. Entering my life myself, I hope that I can teach you some things like how to pronounce Dubai, jelly baby. Alrighty. Perfect, right, so, first and foremost, because I've missed out the toast here, right, so can I get a toast for the bridal party, for my best men, my parents, and my there's no step-parents in it, my parents-in-law. Here we go, let's raise a glass, here we go. Don't worry, here, Caitlin, I've not forgot about you, right, right, here we go, right, and this is to my new wife, right. Caitlin, I like that, wait a minute, to my new wife. That was good. Well done, wake up, well done, brilliant. Sorry if that's true, I know that will not look good in the camera, not a bit of a delay there. Right, okay. I know I tell you every single day, but you look absolutely stunning today. From the bottom of my heart, I've never been happier than I am in this moment. I think I'm the luckiest husband that's ever lived, and I cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives creating amazing memories together. Me and Caitlin first met in drama class. Believe it or not, I didn't make the class I was meant to, so I was that smart, they put me down to the year below. They said to me, oh, you're that smart, we're going to fire you into the year below, so, but, oh, look at me, I'm taking the half as if I'm going to do that with this, right, so, okay, so to pursue my acting career, I had to drop to the class below. I was feeling really anxious, as you would, going into a new class and all that. So I went in right away and Caitlin's absolutely terrorised me and she's still been doing it 10 years later. So there we go. And I would never have thought 10 years ago I'd be sitting next to you right now and about to propose a toast to my new wife, Caitlin McLaren. Right, okay. And now we've just got a couple of thank yous we want to do. Oh, we'll do. Look at this, right? See the code there? See there? There we go. First and foremost, right?
Take it off.
Wait there, we go. Keep me on what is it, mate? Right, Caitlin. What? Right, okay, Fiona, these are for you. This is a thanks for everything you've done for us. And these are over here for my Andrew over here. And Granny, don't think I forgot you. These are for you, Granny. And once again, I'm going to come after the mic now. I've not been in work all week. This is the first of the mic all week, so get it happy. Thank you very much. And just a toast to all you absolutely amazing people in the room. Yes.
I wish Bobby went last. There's no way you can follow that. But I'll try my best. It's great to see everybody. Yeah, I'm lost, man. You really threw me, Bob. That was lovely. And you're after that. But it's so nice to be surrounded by everyday friends and family of the new Mr. and Mrs. McLaren. For those who don't know, or maybe weren't listening to Bobby's speech, I'm Bobby's oldest brother, Michael. I'm so honoured to be asked to be one of the best men. The first best, I think. Second best is next. And thank you so much for having us. It's an absolute privilege to be able to stand here for you both. And I can't possibly continue without stating the obvious. And I literally do tell Caitlin this every time I see her. But you look, Caitlin, you look absolutely gorgeous. You look absolutely. I've always thought you like a wee sister anyway. But it's an honour to be able to welcome you to the McLaren clan. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure everyone's already clapped to it, but the bridal party all do look amazing as well. Particularly the bridesmaids for keeping Caitlin calm today and actually getting her here. I'm amazed we got this far. There was a point earlier on when I wasn't sure, but we're here, we've all made it, it's good. So well done you guys for doing the work and getting it here. For God's sake, the writing's so small on this, I can't see what I'm writing here. Aye, the venue looks great as well. I know I'm taking big gaps now. Mum, stop helping me. No, it's no help. This is doing all the work. The venue looks great. It's nice to be here, and we've gave some toast to absent friends as well. So can I raise a toast to absent friends as well, please? Yeah, absent friends. There is a special character that I know that Bob and Caitlin will be missing today, and that is their cat Mac. Look, you don't need to be sad. During all the madness of this morning, I made some phone calls, and I spoke to the hotel, and they said no pets, so I couldn't get them here.
Me my wife didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, okay. That's no matter. But it's a good thing I didn't bring him. That's good. He's not here. Look, I've known Bobby for a long time. Ever since he was born. Since he was a wee baby, crying for his mum every 5 minutes. To a big baby who phones her every 5 minutes. It was really hard to try and write the roast bit of the speech. Because I can guarantee everybody in this room has got their own mad story or something Bobby did, and they'll all be different. Bobby doesn't do any mad stuff that goes viral or anything. And if he did, we'll know what to talk about it. As most of you will know, if you've met Bobby, which I'm sure you have because you're here, he doesn't enjoy silence. He has to fill it at all times, maybe with a daft accent, or just... You kind of saw it live, actually. You done it all live. Well, it was your turn to speak, but even in the bits where you weren't speaking, you were doing something. But you tried
to fool me with an Irish accent.
That was great, but come back.
It's my turn to do. But yeah, you'll always be entertained hanging about with Bobby, that's for sure. I know that my sides have been hurting some nights after just sitting about with you. You're after that. As everybody knows, I don't need to tell him to that. when we were growing up, Bobby was one for grassing me and Billy up for hitting him even when we didn't. So it got to the point where we thought we might as well just hit him because we're getting in trouble for it. He claims that I broke his leg once. Oh, his knee. So, well, there you go. But I don't remember that being the way that is. Maybe you can clear that up later on. I think it's also amazing that Bobby tied the knot today because he only just learned to tie his own shoes. That's it done. I'm supposed to give marriage advice at this point. And I really had to think about it. But here's what I've got. I'm really trying to agree, I know. I think I've got two special people sitting in front of you here. You've got the cutest ball of anxiety you've ever seen. And you've got a floppy, bouncy, lanky, 100 miles an hour, can't think of one thing at one time kind of guy. But they fit absolutely perfectly together. And the truth is, I don't think you need any relationship advice from me. I think I've learned so much about being in a relationship from watching you two and how you operate. You both support each other, you understand each other, and you love each other for exactly who you are right now. And that's what makes it like an unbreakable partnership. And you make each other happy. And I want to thank you for being that example to me.
Did you stop?
Billy's telling me to stop because he's green. He's next. I'm nearly done. Here's a nice wee quote I found. Love is not finding someone to live with, but it's finding someone you can't live without. I wish you both so much happiness and joy in the rest of your lives, and I hope I'll be there. I'm there for you. I've got your back. I think I'm your best cheerleader. I'll fight all these guys to be your number one cheerleader. Can you all read a toast, please, to the bride and groom? To Bobby, Caitlin. That's me done. Billy's turn now.
Hi everyone, so I'm Billy, I'm Bobby's older brother as well. I was already feeling really nervous about this, quite a confident person when you come up and speak to me, but I don't like speaking in public, I always end up crying, never mind Michael made me cry there, and then Bobby absolutely shafting us with his speech, but well done mate. So at my wedding, Michael done the same thing, everybody crying, everybody feeling a bit sad and emotional, and then Bobby slaughtered my ears and my willy in a poem. So I've already said it, I can't take it back. Alright, so unfortunately Bobby's not got anything to slag about in that department, so I've wrote a poem of my own. So, why are you embarrassed about that?
Carry on.
Right, calm down, Mum. You're making this better, keep going. Right, so here's my wee poem. What? Here's my wee poem. Right, give me a wee second, I'm going to greet in this, but it's not even meant to be emotional. Right, here we go. So it's an honour to be asked to be Bobby's best man. So here's my contribution. Let's hope it goes to plan. Caitlin looks gorgeous, I'm sure you'll all agree. So, a toast to the bride, raise a glass with me. To Caitlin. I finished my beer, so I can't actually join you, but... The bridal party look amazing, I'm sure that's fair to say. They've even helped distract us for the nick of his hair today. Let me tell you some things about our Bobby. Telling lies was his favourite childhood hobby. He got held back in school, fighting was the cause. Or at least that's what he told us the real reason was. Bobby loves a visit. Sorry, I'm laughing at this, I'm funny as fuck, so I'm sorry, right? Bobby loves a visit to the Terminus store to see his friend Abdul, who he's come to adore. With fags juice that keeps him supplied. Bobby accidentally spread a rumour that Abdul had died. He did. When you ask for a pet and you end up with a brother, I don't think I'll ever forgive you for that one, mother. Monday nights were our favourite time of the week. We'd lock Bobby in the cupboard for hours playing hide and seek. Sorry, mate. Bobby didn't enjoy it as much as me. One time we didn't believe him when he said he needed to pee. He was understandably very upset when we opened the door and his long johns were wet. Now let's get back to the bride and groom, loved by everyone in this room. A perfect couple in every way. Thanks for letting me be part of your special day. I love you both dearly, all jokes aside. So let's raise a glass to the groom and the bride, the new Mr. and Mrs. McLaren. I love you both, and I didn't agree, so let's get... Thank you.